You don't need a certification. You don't need a degree. You don't need a stamp from anyone, and you will and that you can coach now. No, there is no rule like that. People still sign up for a certification program because you get a complete system of coaching, right from human psychology. We draw a lot from Eastern wisdom and Western psychology, a lot from Eastern wisdom, from Ayurveda, astrology, the chakra sciences, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad, and so many other ancestral wisdom, and so many things about what shapes a person's nature. And we draw from Western psychology, you learn the CBT models, things like that to help effect change. Now, what happens when you come through a certification program is you get an entire system to help your clients. You understood the foundational principles of how psychology works, how people's mindset works, what are the goals, what inhibitions, and things like that. Then the third next step is you learn a framework of how to coach. What happens in an appointment? What do you do? What do you do when your client is stuck? What do you do when your client is not taking responsibility? What do you do when a client is in the victim mindset? What do you do when they're overestimating their potential? What do you do when they're just blaming others and not seeing their own contribution to their own problem? What do you do when they are underselling themselves? What do you do when they have the imposter syndrome? How? What are the steps? What do you do in that one appointment? What are the things you say to help them start shifting their mindsets? And it's not just about saying, it's about being alert. It's about embodying the qualities of a coach, the ethics of the coaching profession. And then how do you go from the problem statement to a goal statement to initiating action? And you learn that art. And what are the things that keep you safe as a coach? What are the areas you don't want to get into? What are the different scenarios? How do you help a client who's 75 years old? Your coaching is going to be very different. The outcomes, the goals are going to be very different from a client who's 25 years old, right? How do you help a couple? How do you coach a couple to have a better relationship with each other, or parents to have better relationship with their children, or a manager to have better relationship with their reports, or somebody who's feeling stuck in their career, and how do you help them grow? Now, what is the framework? And you get that framework, you get the system of that framework to help you. And that's where the certification and a journey of a certification program helps you. And thirdly, you also do assignments. In our program, we have 10 assignments you submit. And those assignments make you really solid when you step outside because you applied all those concepts on yourself. You are your first client in our program because we feel that the coach first coach themselves. And the next thing is you also identify which niche you want to serve, what are the problems of that niche, how do you serve those people, and or how do you take them ahead, right? In that niche, what are the problems and what are the solutions, and what is the stepwise approach you're going to take to solve the clients, to help these clients looking for these outcomes. You also do a coaching practicum. So now when you do something so solid, you feel really confident that you have a system, a proven system that's used by me, that's used by teamies in coaching all our clients also. And because we're also a coaching company, we're constantly adding all the new stuff and the cutting edge stuff and the experiences, etc., that we are learning in the coach certification program. And you also learn the business of coaching, how to run a coaching business. How do you set up your business? How do you promote yourself? How do you market yourself? What are the things you do? You get the basics of that too. So you get a complete system. And therefore, learning a proper system helps. Um, and you also learn about who should you take on as a client and who you should not take on as a client, right? I discourage my students from doing hallway coaching conversations, uh, swimming pool coaching conversations, and things like that because it doesn't help. Also, identifying which clients are really looking to grow versus clients who are just here to vent. I don't take clients personally in our company. We don't take clients who are just looking for a vent. No, it's a waste of our time. It's so boring to sit with those clients who are just looking for a vent, right? They can find that vent in their friends and family and other places. What we serve, we like to serve those who are looking to grow, and you learn how to identify that. You learn how to say no without feeling anxious. So you learn what is latest in the industry. I'm just looking at my notes, and you learn how to run a successful coaching practice. And even in like within 2 months of doing a program, you learn a lot, and you get more and more confident with your skills.